All right, our video on the half guard is going to start with the opponent's knee position. The first relevant knee position is their free leg. All right, for the upper body, we're going to maintain the cross-face underhook grip, and we're just going to have this inferior upper body position. We're solely going to deal with the opponent's knee position for this first video. So the first thing is if their knee is wide, the free leg is wide, you can either get your hand or knee inside, and you can use that to frame, bring your knee through the space to the hip, and either go to closed guard, or I like to go right here to a butterfly sweep. All right, so we've got the elevator, butterfly, or we can go to closed guard. All right, depending on the situation, either one is fine, depending on what you prefer, what you need. If that knee comes in very close to our body, that knee is so tight that it's very difficult or impossible to get your elbow inside, then this might be a good time to do a trap and roll. We're going to trap that knee on the outside now. We're going to use outside space, trap the knee, perform the bridge and roll. Be sure to have a strong overback grip. The overback is my left hand in this case. That's protecting and reducing the crossface. So that reduces the amount of shoulder pressure my opponent can put on me, and that allows me to succeed with this trap and roll. These techniques are going to work in combination because as soon as I try to trap and roll, they're going to open the knee, and that gives me space to put the knee back inside. Guess what? Right back to the elevator sweep and counterattack. So that deals with the free leg. Now we will deal with the trapped knee. So I've got here the leg that's trapped. Two situations. The knee could be down on the floor. If the knee is on the floor, like it is here, bring your heel close to the knee. Your other foot can block outside the knee, or you can just step on your own foot. Once you block or step, now you're going to lever with your knees and block with your arms. So they've got the underhook, and we're going to lever them over. The underhook becomes our overhook, and we can even get a sweep here. At the very least, you'll off-balance them. Okay, so we'll have follow-up techniques in future videos. The way they can avoid this knee lever and being reversed is by simply putting their knee up in the air. As soon as their foot starts to come up in the air, now it becomes much more difficult to sweep them over. So the knee lever is not going to work. But because the knee is in the air, we have space to get your butterfly hook, your instep. So now I get the top of my shoe where my foot would go in here. I get the butterfly hook in, and now I can sweep in either direction. Notice how I have to move my hips a little bit, maybe use my other foot to help and get my butterfly hook in. Once the hook is inside, now I can elevate, creating space, either to sweep in one direction or the other, or go into a leg entanglement, whatever techniques become possible, right? But that allows us to start counterattacking. So we have an option. The trapped knee can be up, the trapped knee could be down. We've got the knee lever, the trapped knee is up, we have the butterfly, half guard, and then we have the free leg. If the free leg is wide, you bring the elbow, go back to closed guard or butterfly. If the knee is close, you can do the trap and roll. So these are combinations. You're going to need combinations in half guard. You're going to need to be able to identify which position your opponent's body is at any given time. Is their trap leg up? Is the trap leg down? Is the knee wide? Is the knee close? And once you can identify that, you'll be able to hit one of these techniques with a lot less effort than if you try to maybe just use your favorite technique, right? Nothing wrong with having favorites. Of course, we're going to have favorite techniques. But if you keep trying to do, for example, a knee lever when their knee is up here, it's going to be very difficult. If you keep trying to use your butterfly half when their knee is down on the floor, it's going to be difficult. And the same thing, if their knee is tight, it's hard to go to closed guard and so forth. See you next time.